rolled it out. I just added the heavy.
Wait, nice.
I didn't know this was preoccupying my mind so much. Today is my Sunday reset. Good morning. All my cats love to come and say hello, especially Nubbles. Sunscreen. Makeup done. Good morning, Lily. This is what I see as I walk into the kitchen. Morning, Mitz. What are you doing here? Mitz, huh? Why are you looking at me like that? I add ground cinnamon as well. My favorite part is the peanut butter. This is my protein smoothie.
Wait, nice.
Nice, good boy. This guy needs a toilet break. Oh. Go. Oh, we like. I know. Looks so much prettier. So you mean the ones with the... Having 4 pets is certainly a handful. We have feeding schedules and we have toilet schedules, brushing schedules. Everything combined is just insanity sometimes. And I've recently added a new addition into our home which has been a game changer. I've gotten the Petkit Purobot Max Pro 2. And it has changed our morning routines. So if you're not familiar with Petkit, they design tech-driven pet products, and it's basically a self-cleaning AI-powered upgrade that keeps all 3 of my cats without needing me to constantly scoop their poop. What I love is the tech that is included. So there's an app that connects with this and you can do so many different things. Let me tell you guys about my favorite features, starting off with the smart AI camera and health monitoring tool. I didn't know I needed the AI smart camera until I had it. And with 3 cats using 1 litter box, it's impossible to tell who is going when. And if there's any issues, I don't know whose issue it is. Like if there's a bad poop, I'm like, whose poop is it? But now with the Petkit app, it can tell me who went when. It tracks each of the cat's bathroom habits and will flag anything unusual. For example, if one of them is staying in there too long, or if they're skipping turns or making any sounds. This toilet does automatically clean itself. However, you do have the option to manually override either through the application or the actual device itself. So as you can see, you have all these different button options that you can press on the actual machine. You can prompt it by clicking OK to confirm the action, and then you also have through the application all these different functions. For example, if I wanted to scoop, I can just press scoop and start cleaning right now, or if I wanted to deodorize, I can just click deodorize and it'll start that action for me. Super handy having this option. I really appreciate that the odor control is next level. Even with 3 cats, my house doesn't smell. This toilet is sealed tight. It has an automatic deodorization and it also stays clean and fresh, and the waste compartment is massive, so it can go days before needing to be emptied. I also really love the trash bags that come with it. These have a drawstring, which is really useful for when you put your waste away, and also when you're refilling that bin with the new bag. There's a design on this bin compartment where you can just slip the drawstring through this little gap and it holds the bag in place, which I think is the most useful thing. Next are the safety features, and since all 3 cats of mine are really curious, one of them always has to inspect mid-cleaning, and that is Mittens. She's like literally there right now. But I love that it's super safe. It can detect immediately when she's there. This has 12 sensors that can detect any movement and stop rotation instantly when the cat gets too close. Plus the gear design keeps a small opening during cleaning, so there's never any risk of pinching or trapping of your cat. The Purobot Max Pro 2 actually has a upgraded entry size, so it's a lot bigger than before, and all of my cats can walk in without any hesitation. So as you can see, after getting this Petkit Purobot Max Pro tip too. It has really changed things around this household. If you guys want to check out the new Petkit Smart Cat litter box, I'll have a link in the description for you guys. Trust me, your cat and your nose are gonna thank you. A huge part of my Sunday resets is journaling, because I like to get down on paper all of my thoughts from that week, any reflections, writing down how I feel, just to kind of get everything out. I feel like I'm somebody who holds a lot in, and I don't really like to talk to people about things either. Therefore, it's like a lot of built up emotion. So instead of letting it build up, I like to release it all onto paper. Don't realize I'm thinking so much about certain things. Once I start writing, it comes out on paper and I'm like, wow, I didn't know this was preoccupying my mind so much. Also, if you hear like a bowl like on the floor, it's Louis messing with his bowl right now. These are my tips and my guide to journaling. So when you journal, you want to figure out the purpose of the journal. The purpose of my journal is to use it year round, and when I write in it, I'm either writing reflections or thoughts and emotions, events, feelings, also like what happened on certain days. Sometimes there's just like a lot going on. I just like need to get down on paper. Something really good happened, something not so great happened, like whatever it is, I just like want it on paper, because you just expel a lot of like pent up emotions and thoughts, and then you can get it out. It feels like telling somebody something that you really need to get off your chest, but instead you put it down on paper and you can let it go. Like, to me, it's literally like extracting. It's like a cleansing. So I view journaling as a cleansing, I guess. Yeah, it's also a great way to write self-affirmations. I think self-affirmations can be really powerful. I know everyone talks about it, or it's really big in like the whole self-help, self-care space, but for a good reason. I feel like self-affirmations have really subliminally affected me. When I was younger, I didn't realize I was doing self-affirmations, but I would always say really positive things, write really positive things when I would be writing like, I don't know, goals or whatever it was. Like whenever I would be writing goals, I would literally be like, I am blah, I am this, I am that. And that made me really have a lot of self-confidence and belief, regardless of if that was me being naive or not. Like, it worked. Writing down things that you're going through is really powerful as well. Again, it's just like extracting, you know, extracting things that are on your mind. Something else is writing down your long-term and short-term goals. So how I typically divide these up is my long-term goals, I will write every quarter of the year what my goals are, whether that be, I typically divide my goals into long-term and short-term. Within each of these time frames, I will write down personal goals, career goals, financial goals, just like life goals, yeah, literally all of those categories. And I also have short-term goals, which is more on like a day-to-day basis, even like a month-to-month basis, but more so day-to-day. So that'll be things that I'm aiming to do, you know, tomorrow or by the end of the week or next week, something like that. That will be kind of on my day-to-day schedule. So I have those things written down in either my journal or my calendar. And that's a really great way to A, stay on top of things, and B, just be like accountable for what you need to get done. Again, I feel like life without a goal is directionless, and I don't care what people say. I just believe that if you don't have a goal, and it doesn't have to be something crazy, it literally is just like you have something that you set out to do for that day, the week, the year, your life, like whatever. It doesn't have to be like, you know, grandiose or serious. It's just more so like, you know what you need to get done or you want to get done, and you set that goal. Therefore, it gives you that sense of purpose of where you're moving towards. Otherwise, you really aren't moving towards anything or anywhere. It's like, what are you doing, you know? Sorry, like the most gentle way. Even from like for myself, I think it's like if I don't have a goal set for the week or the day, it's like, what am I getting done? Like, what is the goal and purpose of this day? Yes, I believe in enjoying yourself and like having, you know, moments and stuff, but I just mean in general, like you kind of need to plan out what you want to get done, because if you don't plan out what you want to get done, like you aren't going to get anything done. And yeah, hopefully this helps you guys. It's really useful for goal setting too, just like a day-to-day thing. The journal that I'm currently using right now is from the brand called Midori. It's a Japanese brand. And I don't know, I just, my boyfriend actually found this, and I love collecting journals. I have my own journals as well from the Plan brand. Love the Plan brand, but I just like to change it up every now and then. I'll kind of go through it. These were like my initial writings for like the year. I wrote a letter to myself. I have this page which I stuck down all of like my manifestations for the year. Like, it's crazy how you see this, at least for me, and I reflect on it and I'm like, wow, like I have really been intentional about my year, which has meant that I've aligned with all of like the goals that I had and all of like the energy that I wanted to exude. One of my big goals I wrote as well was to be consistently active and get my dream body and eat healthy, and I started PT like 2 months ago now, which I'm so happy that I did, because I feel like I'm like getting back into shape, which I really haven't for like a long time. Like, I've been on and off exercising, everything. I do Pilates consistency, but to build muscle and have that kind of like repetition in terms of, you know, weightlifting and all of that stuff, I was not ready to get back into that. It was really hard for me because I keep going through cycles of like gym anxiety, but I'm back for good. That's my journaling guide. What I like to do on my Sunday resets as well is to do one thing that I really enjoy, and that is purely just for me. So at the moment, that would be reading. I am obsessed with reading. I have not been good about reading this year, but I am currently reading Love Theoretically. Anyways, reading is crazy beneficial, and there's so many different like activities that you could do if you have time. It's also nice to like entertain your hobbies. Like, I like to go play golf when I have time. That's like really fun. I like to go for walks. I like to walk Louis now that we have Louis. I like to take him out and about and have fun. It's like taking him out like a little kid, and he really enjoys it. I also really like trying new cafes. That's really fun for me. New bakeries, also big love. I've been baking recently and I love baking, guys. It is so much fun. I'm gonna be baking today actually. Back from the gym, and I just had a shower and I want to bake before my friend gets here. Oh my god, this H2 coconut chocolate milk tastes like real chocolate milk, by the way. I love it, and it's so much less calories and sugar. Oh, that really hits the spot. I took the KitchenAid from home and we're going to be making some baked goods now. I'm gonna be doing cinnamon scrolls. I want to do a lemon, what do you call it, a lemon poppy seed cake as well, but I might do that after I kind of get started with the dough, because this takes a while to set. These are all my dry ingredients for these cinnamon scrolls. My bread's also been rising. You punch all the air out apparently.
Yeah, I mean, the movie's insane. The movie's absolutely insane. I give.
guess. Just rolled it out. Don't mind this random bit. This is my rolled out dough.
Travis and I have.
This is what we have right now. Okay, this is my filling, which I'm going to be laying out. The cinnamon filling. Now it's time to roll the dough. I've got my dish and I'm going to put all of these into there. This is my cinnamon roll. Cinnamon scrolls are looking good. I just added the heavy cream and I'm going to let these proof for an hour. These are my hydrangeas, which I have yet to plant. I have 6 of them, which I'm going to be planting in the back of the garden. And they already started blooming, but I will get around to this very soon. Maybe this evening if I have some time. But yeah, they're starting to bloom. They look so beautiful. Okay, I'm making lemon poppy seed cake now. My batter is looking delicious. I have a little pan tray over here that I'm going to be putting everything in. Made a lemon poppy seed cake, lemon drizzle, and I'm making a cheesecake over there right now. These are my coffee brown sugar walnut muffins.